In Springfield, they're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there. This is what's happening in our country, and it's a shame.
Yeah, I just seen silly Billy Carson respond to how that, to how that white boy drug him in that damn debate.
I make more money than rappers. I let a lot of it slip because a lot of these people are just ignorant, poor people. They're just poor people. They're just ignorant.
Yeah, I just seen silly Billy Carson respond to how that, to how that white boy drug him in that damn debate.
Check 1, 2. Put the feds back in the hood and it look good now, don't it? Check 1, 2. Check, with check. A vengeance. Put the feds back in the hood and it look good now, don't it? It look good now, don't it? Check, with check. A vengeance. Yeah. I put the feds back in the hood and it look good now, don't it? It look good now, don't it? Man, I love this. Y'all ready? Let's own it. Put the feds back in the hood and it look good now, don't it? Man, I love this. I'm ready. Yeah. I'm ready. Let's go. Yeah. I'm ready. Let's put the feds back in the hood and it look good now, don't it? Get your own Corona, you can be a god that's on it. I put the feds back in the hood and it look good. Get your own Corona, you can be a god that's on it. I put the feds back in the hood and it look good now, don't it? Get your own Corona, you can be a god that's on it. I used to rock with these temples and this was a long way, but they all are super fraud and they not getting the way they want me to keep it quiet. Who I tell it to their face? I'm flipping over tables on my way to the 8. To Hawker Bay said it, now it's time to show and prove it. Got the same address and home plan on moving. This internet got these dope fiends acting ramble, dirty Frankie and some mess that he know he can't handle. When I pull up and I pull out a 1-2-5, don't be telling me if you 60 when I let that thing rip. Open hand and closed fist, put your bananas on the curb, put your chin to the back of your neck, and that's my word. I put the feds back in the hood and it look good now, don't it? Get your own Corona, you can be a god, let's own it. I put the feds back in the hood and it look good now, don't it? Get your own Corona, you can be a god, let's own it. Let me ask you, who doing it like Hawker Bay? Nobody. Who the people's grand sheep? I am. Huh? Show me a more doing it like Hawker Bay. Ain't not. And I shut my mouth. Let's go. I can't wait to see Roy Bay and sit him on his back pockets for the simple fact he disrespect the prophet when he speak. He embarrassing. He ain't a Moorish American. The camera encourage him, so I will embarrass him. After that, I dip and take a trip to Carbondale. No, it ain't the hood. Oh well, coming with all the shell. Find Yuck Bay, dozing off the Zola. Civilize the savage, so she can hate no more. I put the feds back in the hood and it look good now, don't it? Get your own Corona, you can be a god, we own it. I put the feds back in the hood and it look good now, don't it? Get your own Corona, you can be a god, we own it. You come up against me, you know you gon' lose. Salt and pepper, gold teeth, flossing all for the views. Grown man wearing rabbit ears, acting like a wild coon. Had a whole squad looking like a buffoon. I'm the man, just admit it. You wanna do it how I did it? Forget it. It's my time now, forget it. Oh yeah, Neil Bay, you late with the court date. Don't make the Moorish World citizens wait. I put the feds back in the hood and it look good and don't it? Get your own Quran, you can be a god, we own it. I put the feds back in the hood and it look good and don't it? Get your own Quran, you can be a god, we own it. I put the feds back in the hood and it look good and don't it? Get your own Quran, you can be a god, we own it. I put the feds back in the hood and it look good and don't it? I gotta get warmed up. Quran, you can be a god, we own it. Check 1, 2. Check, check. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? 1, 2, check, 1, 2. Check, check. Is that right? Yeah. This the real deal. Let's go. Yes, sir. This the real deal. Let's go. Talk about. I said the feds is watching, informing, plotting to get me, cause I'm exposing these frauds. They say I'm trolling like 50. They thought they catch me in Cali. Smack me up with some charges. If I was 25, I probably would've stopped them out regardless. On the run from the feds, because that boy is a fed. If it was back in the day, I put a price on his head. You wanna swing on the guard, you little swindling fraud. With the feds on the block, the roof, and in the car. Now, I'm a little smarter, I live to fight tomorrow. I refuse to let you leave me to slaughter, you little punk. I got children to raise, I got people to uplift. Your intentions is to enslave my people in grift. And at the same time, snitch on anybody suspicious. You a government witness and they just changed your name. Gave you a new identity, location, and fame. But we know who you are, you can't hide no more. Marcus, it's coming to light.
Yeah.
What you done did in the darkness, been an agent for years. Yeah, back in 91, you infiltrated the rap game. It's Cosmo Flex, your job is done. Huh? The feds is watching, informants plotting to get me, cause I'm exposing these frauds. They say I'm trolling like 50. I said the feds is watching, informants plotting to get me, cause I'm exposing these frauds. They
It's
say
coming,
I'm trolling
Richie.
like 50. The feds is watching, informants plotting to get me, cause I'm exposing
It's
these
coming,
frauds.
Rich.
They say I'm trolling like 50. I said the feds is watching, informants
Run,
plotting to get
Forrest.
me, cause I'm
Run,
exposing these
Forrest,
frauds.
run.
They say I'm
Run,
trolling like
Forrest,
50,
run.
cause I'm exposing these frauds.
Run, Forrest, run!
They say I'm trolling like watching. They say I'm trolling
Run,
like
Forrest,
50.
run.
The feds is watching, informants
Run,
plotting to
Forrest,
get me,
run.
cause I'm exposing these frauds. They say I'm trolling like 50. I got the heart of Muhammad and the wisdom of Ali. I never say why me, instead I say why you. Didn't heed the warning, you know how I do. Destroy them devils, cause the devil's a punk. I'm the manifest of God, start pressing and on. And use a Twitter revolutionary way to get hacked. I say I got smacked, sitting in front of your compact. I'm boots on the ground, 10 toes down out west. I could've called up my people and pulled up to your rest. And your gated community is your federal prison.
Don't think that we don't know how you really living. I got you.
The feds is watching, informants plotting to get me.
Huh?
I said the feds is watching, informants plotting to get me. I said they plotting to get me. Come on.
Yes, indeed, family. The FBA equals the descendants from a plantation. It ain't nothing but the feds. It ain't nothing but the feds. Yeah. FBA equals descendants from a plantation. And it all equal to the feds. I'm trying to tell you. Listen, let me screw that. I want y'all to see my shirt. Don't worry about it. So listen. Defendants from a the descendants, they probably be defendants too, because they crazy as ever. Look, at the end of the day, I think we need to clown this stuff. You follow me? Because at the end of the day, who want to trace themselves to a plantation? Who want descendants from a plantation? They pride themselves of tracing themselves to a plantation. When it all boils down, they say forget everything before the plantation. The plantation is my home, and because that, you owe me some money. The same people that went through HE double hockey sticks and high water to enslave you, now you say, you owe me money. Hey, family, has anybody ever been robbed? God forbid if you ever been robbed, because it's probably one of the worst experiences that you would have in your life. But if you haven't been robbed, riddle me this. If somebody robbed you, what is the likelihood you're going to pull up on them and say, you owe me my money? I'm talking about a real robbery. I ain't talking about, oh, you cheated me out $2 robbery. I'm talking about a real one, where they put that thing that go bang, bang upside your head and say, lay down, get butt naked, give me all the bread, and you better not move. What is the likelihood that you're going to say 20 years later, you owe me money? Of course, FBA cookouts say they do owe us. I said they do, and I agree with you. Don't think I don't agree with you. Don't think I don't agree with you. But what is the likelihood you're going to get paid. What is it? Let's use our common sense. And what are you doing to get paid besides talking they owe us? What are you doing? I heard somebody sent me something about Mr. Nasheed. He says that, and I heard he repeating somebody else that said it because I heard them say it first. He said, we are decentralized leadership. Where there is no leader. We're decentralized. We're like Bitcoin. We're like Bitcoin. They can't shut Bitcoin now because there is no leader. No, Bitcoin is a digital thing, just like you are. That's all. Has nothing to do with a leader. Somebody owns the copyright to Bitcoin. Somebody owns the trademark to Bitcoin. So it's not the same. But these crazy FBAs believe that that's a good argument. That's not a good argument. It's not a good argument at all. And the code is the leader. Well, you'll never get reparations like that FBA cookout. I never seen a code get reparations. Never. Never in the history of man on earth has a code got a reparations. Never. Never. There always was an organized group that got some type of relief legally or politically. There never was a code that did it. The only code was we come together, we select a spokesperson, and we go get it. Now, that's it. So that's an illusion. That's an illusion, and it's silly. Like we sound like children. Do you know, family, listen, do you know that they have this robot right now? It's called Figure One. Let me see if I can pull up Figure One. Like these people are arguing about a code, and they got a robot called Figure One that can almost do human abilities. Anybody familiar with that robot? Anybody? See if I can pull it up real quick. I'm going to pull it up real quick. Figure One robot. Let me turn the volume down. It's this robot, right? Pretty much fairly new, came out this year, and it almost can do tasks as human beings. You understand what I'm saying? And you have these people with these distractions on the internet. How about promote STEM? How about promote technology? How about promote the next generation to advance technology to take our next generation even further? Watch this, family. Watch this. This is, I want to do a show on this soon. You know what I mean? Give me a second. Watch this. There it is right here. All right. Here it is right here. I'm going to do a show on this soon. Watch this, family. Give me a second. Check this out. Check this out, family. These people are doing the most unbelievable George Jetson stuff. And these people are sitting there arguing about a lineage. Look at this. Peep this. Let me see if I can speed it up something. Let me see if I can speed it up a little bit. See if I can speed it up just a tad. See if I can speed it up. This demonstration here. Look at this. It can answer commands. Give me an apple. Give me a cup. I mean, and then pick out the right. Go Google this, family. I'm not going to stay here long. Go Google Figure One robot. You know what I'm saying? Like, it understands exactly what you ask it to do. You know what I'm saying? Now, listen to what I'm saying. The lineage talk without acting on progress is worthless. It's worthless. It's all a distraction. It's all a distraction. And I don't, for the life of me, For the life of me, I don't understand how this dumb talk gets so popular. For the life of me, I don't understand. Now, I understand to a degree. Listen, to a degree, I get it. To a degree. But that is so low level considering the state and where the world is going. That is so low level. Elon Musk has a jet propulsion system better than Billy Carson. Better than Billy Carson. Like the technology now, AI technology, is so fascinating right now that you really got time to argue about a person's hairline on Twitter? Family, this thing sets our people back, whoever subscribed to it, another 2,000 years. It sets our people back. Because I'm just saying, though, let me tell you what this is, family. Are y'all listening to me? Family, let me tell you what this is. This is a poor man's, broke man's argument. Thank you so much, Thurman Smart. Where you been? Are you all right? Listen, family, one thing about the powers that be, and I'm going to be calm when I say this, they introduce to us poor men, broke men arguments. These are poor men, broke men arguments. There is no one in Silicon Valley arguing that Chinese lineage is better than Japanese. There is no one on Wall Street arguing that a lineage of Black America being delineated is better than, there is nobody doing this. This is a broke man's argument. This is what broke people argue about, and broken in spirit. Broken in spirit. This is what this is, family. I'm telling you. This is a broke man's argument that they have nothing else to talk about, and so they find the most lowest level thing so they can build their pride, so they can build their self-esteem. Look at this. Dizzy D, Japanese do think they're better than Chinese. That ain't what I say, Dizzy D. Every group of people think they're the chosen people, Dizzy D. Wake up, live in the real world. In the real world, the Jews said they're chosen. In the real world, quote unquote, Black people have founded civilization. In the real world, the Russians are the most strongest. In the real world, everybody think they better than everybody. What world do you live in, Dizzy? What world do you live in? But that is not the center of any conversation except goofballs. That's not the center of anybody's conversation. You know what I mean? I'm talking about in the real world. Now, you have spaces, like for me, I'm a member of the Moorish Science Temple of America. I talk about Moorish history. I talk about the Holy Quran of the Moorish Science Temple of America. I do all that. But that's in a space where people are interested in it. That's where I do that. And many people will come on here and say, why don't you talk about Moorish science? Because I got a space for that. There's a time and a place for that. I mean, there's a time and a place for that. But to be up here just doing like they used to do 5 years ago, oh, my Quran and Allah is better than yours. My water is wetter than yours. My ice is colder than yours. My air is more crisp than yours. Like, what? What we doing? What we doing? No, I'm good. We're going to talk about these grifters, family. Family, did you know, are you aware, before I start the show, family, I'm glad y'all been hanging out with me. Y'all been hanging out with me, man. Y'all been hanging out with me. You know, listen, I'm so glad that y'all been hanging out with me, family. And listen to me. Family, can I talk to y'all for a minute before we get started? Or if y'all don't know, this is FBA fed and descendants from a plantation. Their history goes just straight to a plantation. Family, let me talk to y'all for a minute. Do you realize that this dummy said the host voice is annoying? I can't wait to block you. You're a dummy. You should have kept that to yourself. I'm sorry if I offend anybody because I call him a dummy, but that is dumb. Said the host voice is annoying. You know I'm going to block you, goofy. Hold up, family. Give me a second. Let me get him. I like to get him. Dang, Crip, you already got him before me. Come on, man. Give me. I want some. I want get him. Come on, man. I want.
We ain't no internet prophet.
Let's start the show, family. Let's start the show.
Let me tell you what I do, fam.
Check 1, 2.
I created this media with the help of my brothers and allies, men and all the good people of the Moorish World.
Y'all some internet prophets and you need to stop before someone catch you on the block and cock it, or catch you at your lecture and rock your knock it. Yeah, you mad at me cause I'm exposed to robbing. See, I used to be a robber, I was robbing the thugs and the agents in the hood selling nasty grub. I was only 17 and I didn't know better. Put the things in their face and said, give me the cheddar. But it really amazed me, the age of 40, that people will use the things that would annoy me to rob our people like Bibles and Quran. Take your money and then they gone. Shoot, sell and plagiarize books and dreams of unity. Blame the European, but look what you do to me. Got me thinking we gon' overcome, but when they cut the camera off, you're really one of them. You gon' have to watch it back for the rest of your life. I know good and well you can't.
Thank you, Rich.
You done robbed everybody from the hood to the burbs with your
Hey, we have a party over here.
Convinced everybody that it's white supremacy. The fact of the matter is you're the real enemy. You've been lying to the people fat in your pocket. You ain't nothing but an internet prophet.
You ain't nothing but internet prophet.
For the rest of your life. I know good and well you
What up, Baylock?
You done robbed
Baylock, what it do? Let's go in.
Your crystals, your books and herbs.
Man, they calling me out cause I revealed the scam. They will shake your hand and still grip your fam. Black power, shalom. Assalamu alaikum, praise the Lord, Islam.
At the same time they plotting
to get in your pockets.
They were white label sunglasses,
cups and watches.
Make a profit for the enemy they talk about.
I can't understand why you ain't been walking out.
You ain't noticed since you met them. You
Toast with me.
On Twitter like the pipe and it just ain't right.
Hey.
And you haven't seen the light.
Hey.
You're on the stage and they ain't change your plight. Incense burning, crystals turning.
Think to yourself what you really learning.
What you really saw.
You gave in your all.
On a museum club and the internet mall. Selling deodorant and
hurry up and buy.
He don't really care if you're broke and you die.
Yes, indeed.
He's acting like you don't care either.
This is pure evil.
Have to watch it back for the rest of your life.
Hold on, I gotta do one more. I gotta do one. I gotta do one more.
From the hood to the burbs with your oaks, your crystals, your books, your herbs. You convinced everybody.
If this was another genre like entertainment news, would have millions and millions of views. This is a masterpiece. This
You don't have to watch it
man.
back for the rest of your life. I know good and well you can't sleep at night. You done robbed everybody from the hood to the burbs. I gotta do one more, fam. Then we gonna get started. I'm almost there. Yeah.
Well, you can't sleep at night.
R&B God.
From the hood to the burbs.
Let's go.
Certified boogeyman.
Let's go in.
Convinced everybody that is white.
Let's go in. I am your DJ for the night.
Certified boogeyman.
Check 1, 2. Defendant of a plantation.
We're gonna speak the truth, regardless of whether you like that truth or not. We're in the 21st century. How people are poor, hungry, ragged, naked, and out of doors. How people are being murdered on a daily and consistent basis.
It's been a long time. I shouldn't have left you. A couple weak frauds that crept through. They put the bean on me. I didn't neglect you. Time's up, allow me to bless you. They yell reparations and they got your attention. A failed clown rapper, claimed he was pimping, but you don't know he was a fed since 9-0. Cosmo Flex was a front for 5-0.
You can't get dropped in a pit of snakes
I got one.
and trying to figure out which one has the venom sac. I'm this Charles. This one is not poison.
FBA was laughing when he went to the Romans. I guess they don't understand, that's who own them. Lying on GS, claiming I stalked them. That ain't true, cause if it was, I'd have chalked them. I'm simply a blogger, researching for the family. Cause people look like me, continue to scam me. Continue to scam us in the name of liberation. But when I call them out, they claim that I'm hating.
Who says I smacked somebody? Poke your chest out, then slide thousands of miles. Check it out.
For a peace order, for a peace order. I'm back like I left something, and you can't kept frontin', sick the Romans on me, but they ain't really stopping nothing. How you say you slap a man and go get a peace order? Something ain't adding up. Now I'm in the deep waters. I done took a deep dive, see who you really are. Who named you Tariq Nasheed, affiliated with the gods? Nah, you ain't a Sunni or the nation, but ain't nobody question why you perpetrate. See, early in the 90s, they put you on a mission. Hip-hop was conscious, you came with something different. Goofy clown rap to take it off track, but you was so back, nobody followed the act. So they made another character, turned you to a thug. From Cosmo to K-Fact, but still got no love. Album went wood, it was trash, no good. You was hip-hop police, stitching on the hood. How you make a documentary about hip-hop and not include yourself in all your albums that flop? Yeah, you got some dark secrets, I'm here to expose them, and I don't plan to stop until everybody knows them.
That's right. That's right.
He's back!
That's right. That's right. Oh, we got one. We got one, family. We got one, Rich. We got one, Rich. Rich, we got one. Rich said, what's my favorite song? Hey, Rich. Here you go, Rich. Yo, Rich, where you at?
I be that boy you gon' remember.
There you go.
I'ma be that boy you gon' remember. That's right.
There you go,
I
Rich.
be that boy you gon' remember. To Harker Bay front line till the law call my number.
That's the one,
I be
Rich.
that boy you gon' remember.
Hey.
I'ma be that boy you gon' remember. That's right. I be that boy you gon' remember. To Harker Bay front line till the law call my number. You a friend of the Moors, then you a friend of mine. I was told to watch my enemies, now hold the line. Those that speak against the prophet, they speak against me. And I'm speaking about the prophet over Drew Ali, who was the first to remind you and bind you back to Morocco, the mountains, Mississippi, and Quebec. Told you you wasn't black, proved it with straight facts. You tripping off trucks, you need to be tripping off that. Now here we go again, acting like you a slave. The same people taught European how to bathe, and looking at women buying European hair. No love for self, but do the men really care? Hell now, cause they got a love for Europe. Whole generation chasing pills, weed and syrup. Yeah, they love loyalty. Tucci, Gucci, Kodak, Amigos, Ross, Lucid. But where the love for the woman look like your mother? I guess they say it's all black when it's under the cover. Now cypher, I be that boy you gon' remember. I'ma be that boy you gon' remember. That's right. I be that boy you gon' remember. To Harker Bay front line till the law call my number. I be that boy you gon' remember. I'ma be that boy you gon' remember. That's right. I be that boy you gon' remember. To Harker Bay front line till the law call my number.
Peace and love, family. Peace and love. Hey, fam, let me tell you something. What y'all don't really know, right, is that I drive a hard life. I live a hard life. I got baby children. I got grown, stressful children. You know, the grown children, they worse than the little ones sometimes. Yeah. Man, yeah, it's tough. But anyway, I got to get in my mood when I'm here. So, fam, what I wanted to do today, I wanted to show people, for an example, like, and let me say, I'm not caping or capping for Fat Joe. I really don't have a horse in the race, but I think that I actually do have a horse in the race. I actually do. Because I understand what Fat Joe was talking about when he say on Twitter, and he was talking about the people on Twitter, because the moment that I questioned the legitimacy of FBA, I was accused of I was trying to be shamed. I was accused of being a registered sex offender to try to silence me. And so I understand exactly what Joe was talking about when he said that they attack people, that they're racist, and understand. And whether it was the right term or not is neither here or there. I understand exactly what he was talking about because I've been a victim of exactly what he was talking about. And I don't see that. I know it's just a selective little group on social media that now people around the country, because of Joe mentioning it now, that now people like, sounds like a pretty accurate term, and some people are adopting it, but they don't know nothing about the inner workings of how it came about. They just think that it applies to them and the experience that they have had in America as a historical descendant from a plantation. You know what I mean? That it just sounds right to them. And our people who have been lost or void of identity since the time of slavery, that every so often they will throw something new out there over and over and over and over. You know what I'm saying? And a group will grab it, a group won't. You know, like that's what happened when they wanted to make the term black acceptable. Who made the song? Say it loud. I'm black and proud. They take it through an entertainer. Anybody ever notice that? Whenever they want to make something super popular, they bring it through an entertainer or a politician. You follow me? It's either or. It's either or. You know what I mean? This is why Malcolm X says, never trust the entertainer. Entertainer could never be your leader. You feel what I'm saying? Never. You know, but hey, that's what they did. James Brown even made a statement and said that he wished he would have never made that song. He said he wished he would have never made that song. And at that time, being called black was derogatory. And it was amazing how they flipped that term to being something endearing. And then, but hey, they did the same thing with the N-word. I mean, they did the same thing with the N-word. They took the N-word, something that was extremely derogatory. And guess what? It flows out people's mouth right now like I love your mama. It just flows. So it's social engineering at its best. It's just social engineering. And, you know, I like to talk about things in real time. I don't like to talk. Now, listen, again, I am a bona fide Moorish American. Subscribe to the teachings of the Prophet Noble Drew Ali. But I not only do I enjoy talking about history, you know what I'm saying, as it relates to us as a people, I love to debate knowledge. You know what I mean? From a brotherly, sisterly space. But I also like to look at things in real time. You see what I'm saying? Like, what good is it talking about how great the Moors was to a people right now that are being tricked to buy or invest in what's supposed to be a museum, but is nothing more than a liquor store front club. And the fascinating thing about it is it was like, we got a museum, we own a museum. And then when you pull back the layers, you say, nope, you got a mortgage. You know what I mean? I think that's fascinating. Like, people look back at the old stuff. I found the Rosetta Stone. Like, okay, and now what? I mean, I ain't tripping about the Rosetta Stone. I think it's fascinating too. But what I think more fascinating is, how do a building goes for sale for $1 million, but I mean $900,000, but when you ultimately pay for it, you almost pay almost $2 million. How did that work? How did that work? You know what I'm saying? What's fascinating to me is why over 30 years you have never confirmed your real name. I think that's fascinating. I think that's fascinating. Don't you think that's fascinating? Like, nobody never questioned in real time or followed through. I think it's fascinating that anybody that questioned them, they either disappeared off of social media, they couldn't keep up with all the attacks from the bots, all the illegal attacks and all of that. And again, I'm still standing almost 3 years later talking about the same issue. And some people may say, well, you're talking about the same thing, because there was some people that could not handle it. They did not have what it takes to see it all the way through. And I'm not talking about those that continue to carry on. I'm talking about those that had significant big channels or very impactful channels, and they lost their channel or they lost their voice, or some of them just got tired. You know what I mean? But listen, I ain't tired. I ain't tired. Win, lose, or draw, I'm not tired. And I think that's fascinating. I think that's fascinating. You know what I mean? I think it's fascinating that one says that you are a tether. Your name is what? And his name is Tariq Nasheed. That's his name. Tariq Nasheed. You hear what I say? How can you talk about delineating in the sense of what you refer to it, but you call your name was changed to Tariq Nasheed. Make it make sense. And nobody says nothing. I think that's fascinating. I think that's more fascinating in real time than the Rosetta Stone. I do. I think it's more fascinating than trying to figure out did Moses part the Red Sea or if the Bible is real. I just think this is more fascinating. I do. And so, I mean, if you don't think this enigma is fascinating, then this ain't the channel for you. But for me, I'm like, wow. You mean tell me the people that they claim build the pyramids, the people that claim build the pyramids, the people that could see the star as a Dogon that the telescope couldn't see, the people that civilized the planet, they can't see this right in front of their face? I think it's fascinating. Dizzy D, you ain't blocked yet, but don't talk goofy because you will be. You will be. Don't, no radical agitating speeches in this chat, Dizzy D. Would you like to call in, Dizzy D, before I get started? Because I'm ready to start now. You can call in if you want. But listen, and I think it's fascinating that I did the show yesterday. Hey, Dizzy D, listen, you have a right to your opinion, but I always ask, just don't spam the chat. Just don't, you know what I mean? Like, you're going to never hear me curse nobody out. You're going to never hear me go crazy on anybody. You're not going to hear that. You know what I'm saying? Just don't spam the chat. That's all I ask. I'm not going to drop the link, but I'll drop a number if you want to call in real quick. Do you want to call in real quick? Someone said it's fascinating, but has it been effective? What do you mean effective, Liz? Yeah, I got it. I ain't got that many slides tonight. We're gonna drop the number. Let's do it. Listen, Liz. Let me say this, Liz. Effectiveness don't happen when you want it. Effectiveness sometimes take more time than what you anticipate. See, when you do the right thing because it's right, the right thing happen. It just might not happen on your time. Just be happy that you're doing the right thing. So whenever you do the right thing and you don't see the manifest that you expect from that right thing, don't worry about that. Just continue to do the right thing. Just continue to do the right thing. That's the problem with us. We always want some microwave success. We want to pop it in and pop it out. It don't work like that. Life don't work like that. Every seed that goes into the earth, it got to sit there in darkness for a little while. Then it's got to fight its way through the husk of the seed. Then it's got to fight its way through the dirt. Then it's got to fight its way through the crust of the dirt. Then it got to rise itself up. It takes some time. Don't worry about that. We need to get away from this microwave expectations. Come on now, how effective it is. It may not be effective the way that you want it to be, but man, I'm happy with what is happening. I'm very happy. Let me see if I can if I can put this link in here while I start my slides going on, fam. Because I want people to really see. These crazy FBAs that Fat Joe was talking about. Let me see. We're gonna get somebody in. Now don't spam my phone too. There it is. Somebody's going to have to reshare this. But family, this is the FBA Fat Joe was talking about. This is the FBA Fat Joe was talking about. Man, look. That's the dude that wear the unk. That's him right there. That's what Fat Joe was talking about. Look, here you go right here. Let's play him one more time. When we played him last time.
This is going to be the last thing I say to you clown-ass niggas talking shit on FBA. FBA this, FBA that. Talking about Tariq. For starters, you're a little bitch, right? For sitting up worrying about me, man. When you worrying about Tariq, you worrying about an FBA, you're worrying about me. You're worrying about 43 other million men. Y'all motherfuckers are gone. But I'll tell you what, on the flip side, I appreciate that your grown ass is sitting around thinking about me, dreaming about me, how I look, how I smell, how I sound, how I look, things I stand for. So when you're talking about Tariq, you're talking about me, 43 million of us. You sitting here talking about all the things we like, we don't like, what you like about us, what you don't like about us, what we do for the community, what we don't do for the community. You dumb motherfuckers, Malcolm X was FBA. And all you clown ass niggas that's here, you're here because of FBA. And boy, now that we delineated and we're here to stay, I cannot wait for y'all clown ass niggas to go away. And it's gonna be us to take you there.
Didn't he sound like Randy Macho Man Savage? Yeah, and it's gonna take us to take you there. Ming Jing. Randy Macho Man Savage is coming here for the FBA. This is what Fat Joe was talking about. It's 43 million here in Madison Square Garden. This is what Fat Joe was talking about, family, if you don't know. This is what he was talking about. These people crazy. They is crazy. Look, let me show you some things. This is how delusional. Tariq says that if you have a receding hairline, and he has a unit. Tariq has a unit. We already did the comparison. He has a unit. You know what I'm saying? And so, for those who don't know, on Twitter, if you get into an argument with a FBA, the first thing they'll do is they have somebody in the background. Tariq has a couple scouts. I'm serious. This is real talk. I'm trying to educate you on the matter. He have a couple scouts. They will go and find your page. And they will look through your pictures real quick. And then what they'll do is they will find the picture that they can best make fun of, and then they'll try to ridicule you, right? When I disagreed with the position of the FBA thing, that's the first thing they did. They went to my page and like, bro, I don't care. You know what I mean? Like I'm different. Like it don't make me no different. But nevertheless, one of the first things that they point out is that if you have a hairline, you know what I'm saying? Crip Jesus in the building. He said if you have a receding hairline. But the guy that just was talking is this guy here. FBA says we're checking hairlines. That's Tariq saying. You know what I mean? We're checking hairlines. You know what I mean? And I think Moochie one time did a whole spread, if you will, on the different hairlines of Tariq Nasheed. But this is the FBA guy. Yeah. And Tariq wears a unit. He has a unit. He got a spray on or something. but listen to what I'm saying. This is one of the things that they use to attack people, is what I'm saying. I mean, somebody said we can't call in. Yeah, I left the number there. I put the number up there a second ago, didn't I? I thought I did. I dropped the number. Somebody say, Crip Jesus, where you from, homie? Yeah, I put the number up there. You ain't get the number. But look, so that's what they use to attack people. And this is what Fat Joe was talking about. You follow me? But one of the things that you have to find out, is the way that they set this up. Pay close attention to this. The way that they set this up, they use very broad statements. They use statements like, oh, man, what happened? My bad. they use very broad statements, right? They use statements like they said, he said, somebody said, like that. They use all of these broad statements to create a conversation. So, family, if anybody watched the show last night, right? Let's cover this first before I get to the FBA crazies. Let's cover this first. So last night I did a show on what they would call the first lady of FBA. Was anybody in the building for that last night? Or anybody seen it after the fact, the first lady of FBA? That was about right here. T.S. Gazelle or Giselle, whatever the name is. The Trans-American, and I ain't gonna put that up there. The Trans-American. But with that being said, hold up. We got a call. One second, family. All right, can you hear me? All right, what you got for me, brother?
Nothing much, man. I just want to commend you on the work that you're doing, fighting this FBA facade. I think you're doing an excellent job. And I know, you're taking an unpopular position. And one thing I've learned just from I've gained a lot of respect and admiration for you, because that's not an easy thing to do.
Right.
And that's one of the problems in our community is we don't value that. You see what I'm saying? Just everything that you've been exposing. I mean, for those of us who have, a brain, anybody can see that this is an obvious grift. It is borderline some agent type of chicanery that he's pulling. You're causing all this division, all this confusion. No, we're not even, instead of talking about reparations, now we're talking about Fat Joe and hip-hop. I don't think that's a coincidence. And it's just obvious that this is in his best interest. It just so happens that he creates this whole big old, dispute over who started hip-hop, and then he just so happened to have a documentary that puts the question to rest that he raised.
There you go.
Come on, man.
This
is obvious. So
this is the old... I create the problem and the solution. The Europeans did that for many, many years. They created the problem and then they create the solution. They create the illness. They create they talk about the virus that was in a lab. They create it, they put it out, and then they create the solution. Same thing. It's just like war. In war, when they bomb something, they send their own people there to rebuild. And they get the contracts from the World Bank.
Bingo.
So I mean, it's the same wash, rinse, and do it again. You follow me?
Exactly. And that, that's why I wanted to call and let you know that I may not comment, but I watch from the clouds. I'm subscribed to you. I became a member, and you do have quiet supporters out there, and so it's not as daunting of a task as it appears to be. And I think in the end, truth and righteousness and integrity is going to prevail. Eventually, a soldier fall on his own sword.
Man, and I really appreciate that because, even with me, I'm having fun with it and I have a lot of fun with this, right? But it is a serious matter because, these people live off the grift. And when you start cutting that purse strings, it can get dangerous. I have children. I have a wife. You understand what I'm saying? It can get dangerous because you're playing with their money now. You know what I mean? It's not so much you're playing with their philosophy. Now you are hitting their bank account. Like for instance, when Mr. Nasheed called me a registered sex offender, I'm pretty sure he have spent over $50,000 in legal fees just to try to defend himself and get this case thrown out. And now we're walking up on the door to address it. He still have to dig into his pocket. And so that's a bit, that's for me, that is pursuing it. It's like, you better be on your toes because you're hitting purse strings real heavy. You're cutting them heavy.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that what, and you're right, and this is the thing. The reason why he's able to get over with these grifts is because he has our people thinking that he's just so successful and has all this money, but I just know that there's more to meet the eye when it comes to that. You know
Absolutely.
what I mean? And I think you did an excellent job exposing what he did with that Hidden History Museum, where he basically walked away from the closing table with cash in his pocket.
Absolutely.
You
Absolutely.
know, and he's not going to be able to unload that building because he's upside down because he took $1 million out on it when he closed on it.
Yeah, and not
So
only
he's going to have a hard time selling it.
that's right. So anybody in real estate will understand. Not only is he upside down, he took a hard loan. I mean, hard loan. That's different than what the average person got on their house. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's high interest rates.
Yes,
Loans carry high interest rates.
Absolutely. So that's one factor is going to be hard to get out. And also it's in an area that is not as productive to get a return on your investment as fast as in another area that will cost the same amount of money. So yeah, it's totally a flop at this point.
Right, yeah. So I just wanted to tell you, I support you. I am a member, and I will be making some donations to you because, like I said, what you're doing requires a lot of integrity, and that lets me know the type of person and individual you are. And if you had thousands and hundreds of thousands of subscribers, our community would be in a better place. It's like we keep making the same mistakes, man.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I'm going to tell you, stay tuned because next week I'm going to be reading the transcript from one of our cases. It's a new transcript. It's yeah, man. It's good. I'm going to be reading it. It's going to be in the member section and hopefully it actually, did you see the paper where he reports and says that he called the FBI on me?
I saw that, and everyone wants to gloss over that.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow. And see, this is the thing. We think it's just like how everybody's jumping on this whole thing with Fat Joe. We think we're being on code, but you're being on code with the person who's running the grift on you. You're the mark.
Yeah.
The mark isn't Fat Joe. You're the mark.
Right, exactly.
It's like, come on, man. But yeah, I did see that, and even like when you showed how there was this individual sitting on top of the Hidden History Museum.
Right.
He had a hood on. He got this mic. Come on.
Yeah, come on now.
What more do we need to see?
And I posed to get in my ego. Oh, he smacked you. Okay. Listen, man, they spit on Jesus. If whether you believe in Jesus or not, they spit on Jesus. They ran Muhammad out Mecca, and guess what? They poisoned Buddha. I refuse to be a victim of my ego. I'm good. I'm good.
Right. You're going to prevail in the end, brother.
I appreciate you, family. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, brother. Absolutely. Peace and love. That was an excellent call. I want to see if I can get one of these callers on this. I want to see if I can get one of these callers. Let me see something. Y'all still with me? That was an excellent call. Check. Okay, there we go. Yeah, family, never be a victim of your ego, family. Never, ever be a victim of your ego. You never win. You never win with your ego. Trust me on that one. Let me see if I can pull this up real quick. Let me see. Okay, we got one right there. Let me see who's that. Hold up, family. I'm going to hit y'all back. Oh, not that. That ain't it.
Call from
Latin Pain.
Are you there? Check. All right, I'm going to call him back. Let me call him back real quick. Let me tell you. Hey, press 7 if y'all can hear. I'm trying to do it through the computer now. Press 7 if you can hear. Check 1, 2. Can you hear me, brother?
Hello?
Check 1, 2. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right, give me 1 second. Let me make sure that they can hear you. Give me 1 second. Oh, yeah. Can y'all hear him? Go ahead, say something, brother.
Yes. How y'all doing?
Oh, yeah, they should be able to hear you. So now I'm working it through the computer now so they should hear you. Brother, keep it clean, brother. Let me hear what you got for me. What you talk about?
Well, Elder, I just want to know what exactly is wrong with FBA?
Brother, the thing is that the concept of FBA, it rings true in a sense. All right? We can agree on that, right?
Yeah.
The thing about it is that the founder of FBA created it to create a way to benefit himself and not for reparations, nor is it for anything that relates to liberation. And when you understand that part, that good part that make you feel good goes out the window. That's
I understand. So
That's all.
what do you mean by
It's a feel-good movement.
I understand. So what do you mean by founded?
Tariq Nasheed founded it. He founded it. He
No.
created it.
That's terminology. He just, foundational Black America. I think he got that from another person. That's a Clark or something like that.
No. He called it Native Black Americans.
Okay. It don't matter like what somebody say. Like it's a term. You look at the definition of the term. He's talking about Black Americans that was here since the country started. So that's nothing. He can't be a leader of something. I'm not defending him, but I'm saying that he can't be a leader of something that he just turned.
Brother, listen to me. You're repeating an answer that was given to you because in no disrespect, you actually sound just like the response that Tariq gives. Hold up. Riddle me this. How do you define yourself foundational Black American? Where do you get the criteria from?
Okay, so like the foundation, I mean the beginning of the nation, or in this case we're talking about this nation. So we was there from the beginning of the nation.
No, I get that. No, brother. I don't mean to cut your wisdom. Who created the criteria of it?
Who created the criteria?
Yeah, like for instance, if I create a brand, right? Let me give you an example. If I create, say for instance, here we go, good one. I like kombucha and I like elderberry, so I create the perfect mixture of kombucha and elderberry, and I say this is what it is, and then you come back and say and do the exact same thing, then you would be following my lead. You can't take that and say this is mine. I mean, you can, but you'll be following my lead. Is that right?
Okay. Yeah,
so when you have a Tariq Nasheed that makes up a term and defines the term, and then even teaches those who subscribe to it how to defend the term, that becomes the leader. And let me tell you. So look, last night I did a show talking about the First Lady of FBA.
Okay.
Tariq went right behind and said people called him and asked them, is she the First Lady? Is he the First Lady of FBA? Why would they go to Tariq?
Because some people stuck on stupid, but you just got to be stuck on stupid to see past the DS. Only thing he's talking about is Black Americans that been here from the beginning, and how other blacks from around the country, around the world, come to America and act like they don't understand what these people been through, what they going through. They be talking crazy. That's where all this started from other blacks coming in from other countries, coming over here to America, and got the nerve to talk crap about Black Americans because they don't got this, they don't got that, they ain't moved up here, that's all he's talking about. And now everybody.
Let me ask you a question. The Russians do that too, though. The Italians do that too. There's European groups and nationality that does that, but no one targets them. Why is always the target is the people that look like us?
Because let me say this: was the Russians picking China? Did the Russians get their butt whooped to go kill some land? We got blood in it. You know what I'm saying? That's why we feel a little like. No, what I'm saying is, I understand what you're saying. You're saying that you got other people from other nationalities come over and talk about their own people. And I understand it. But we gonna always feel different. We always gonna feel a little segregated because our blood was spilled on this land right here.
But you're not hearing what I'm saying. I'm saying why you haven't targeted Italians for years calling us moolies.
So really, how you solve a problem, you start at home. So we understand that all the black people around our people.
You're not listening to me. You're not listening to me. All of the ones that got the crosshairs on them look like us. But you don't target Italians, you don't target Koreans, you don't target Arabs in our community. You only target those dark-skinned people from dark sides of the planet. Why?
Targeting hell. What do you mean by targeting? Like not talking about them? Like
On Twitter, our brothers from Nigeria, our brothers from Haiti, our brothers from Jamaica become the butt of the joke. But you don't target the Arabs that's selling liquor in the community. You don't sell it. You don't go after the Koreans selling dirty chicken in the community. You don't go after any of them. You only go after the ones that could pass as us. Why?
Now let me just say this. The reason, and he's not even low key. You know, I listen to Tariq Nasheed. He listens to other people who are not FBAs. The fact of the matter is this: he wouldn't be talking about other people if they didn't get online talking about Black Americans.
No. Listen, again, you're using his talking point. He makes an argument. He said these people. He says, he makes an argument and says, these people, they said this and they said that, and then he make a response. I'm about to play a clip in a minute where he has a guy that's claiming to be Jamaican, and he responds to the video that I made last night. He creates the problem, and he answers it at the same time. Because you have white supremacists on the internet 24 hours a day. You have Mexicans that's racist 24 hours a day. You have Italians 24 hours a day, and there is not one target crosshairs on any other nationality.
I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna leave it alone.
And that's why Fat Joe said these people are racist, and he's talking about the people on Twitter because they never target anybody else. They only target Haitians, Nigerians, Jamaicans. They never target anybody else, and Africans.
Okay, sir. I just want to say this. Next time somebody call in that's black from a different country, notice how they get the roasting Tariq Nasheed first, and then he starts talking about them. Then he starts talking about
I'm going to explain. Okay, keep watching. I'm going to show you a setup call in a minute.
All right, well, I'm just saying that we sit here and listen to this, and we see the people who call us from other countries we respect, and how he respects them, and then we see the people call in and say some retarded stuff, and then we roast them. So y'all can switch the narrative all y'all want. Y'all can do what y'all want to do. And I'm not backing Tariq Nasheed. You understand, bro? I'm not backing Tariq Nasheed. Only thing I'm saying is I'm sitting here listening to this stuff every single day, and I'm sitting here hearing other people, other black people from other parts of the world. First thing they do when they get on the phone with you is get to talking stuff and get to acting like he's talking about their people. Only people he's talking about is Heathers.
Brother, those are setup calls. Those are setup calls. I'm trying to tell you, brother.
I'm telling you right now, there's brothers out here right now. I live in L.A. There's brothers, people out here, different brothers from different countries act like they don't got no respect for their own people. Act like we all people too. Act like y'all don't got no respect for your own people. So you can sit here and act like these other people don't come into this country and don't sit there and do a great talk
I don't deny
about
that.
Black Americans.
Brother,
okay, that's all he said.
No, brother,
okay,
I don't deny that.
He's trying to separate. Okay, he's trying to do is separate the foundational Black Americans for the rest of the Americans.
But stop. Hold up. He's not trying to separate. His cameraman is European. His people at the bar are European. His barber is European. His mother-in-law is European. His whole community that he lives around is European and foreigners.
Let me tell you something about FBAs. A lot of FBAs is European too, bro. We just look black. Our great-grandmothers and great-grandfathers are white. That's one thing about FBA, Foundational Black Americans. We are mixed Europeans, bro. FBA is mixed, bro. We got a lot of white in us. We got white grandmothers, great-grandfathers, bro, from slavery. Why wouldn't they help us? We've been trying to say, why wouldn't the other European nations or other people help us? We their family. We're just trying to take a stand for what happened to us. That's it. We want y'all to take a stand for what happened to y'all over there. And we won't come together and help y'all. We've been fighting for all black people around this whole world. We died, laid our life down. We have countless.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. You fought for Europeans in the Civil War. You fought for any and everybody. You know what I mean? You have never dedicated the fight just for us. Never.
Bro, we fight for black people every single day, bro. No matter what color you are. All right, man. Y'all can sit here and play the games with us all you want, but the truth gonna be the truth. All right,
brother,
what we do, bro.
I'm gonna tell you this, brother. I want you to email me, right? And I want to bring you on the show so we can hear you more clearly, because you do have an echo, and I won't disrespect you, and I say that you don't disrespect me, and we have a good old conversation.
No problem, brother.
All right?
All right,
all right, cool. Yeah, I would love to have a conversation with that brother. But one of the things that I wanted to point out is that Italians, they have they literally has. Hold up. Here we go. We got another call. Hold up. We got another call.
Call from
Crip Jesus.
to accept, press 1.
What up, Crip Jesus, Islam?
Hey, look, man. I apologize for just blowing it up like this. I can't take this though, man.
It was one call at a time. You good, brother?
Listen, man. All that stuff we talk about, that's cool. We can go on for 20 hours, but it's just this simple. We're not doing another alphabet soup. Check this out, man. Right. I didn't think in my lifetime. I ain't that old, man. I'm still in my 30s. And in my own lifetime, I've watched my own people go through 3 names for themselves. Fight and argue. This is retarded, bro. When I was born, everybody was running around saying that they was African. No, what was they say? They was black, and they don't know what the hell African American means. That's what they were saying when I was a kid. By the time I was grown, everybody was talking about African American, African American this, and African American that. Then I went to jail and came back out, and everybody was like, "We ain't African American. We're not black." We're like everybody was getting smart and watching the internet. They had arguments and fights. And we Aboriginal, we more, we this, we that. And then out of nowhere, within about the last 72 hours, I swear, everybody FBA.
Yeah.
And I'm like, FBA? Why? What makes that so? It don't even sound good. I don't even. It ain't even fly. It sounds like FBI.
FBA sound like
why
the FBI.
Why not have an F on the front? No, like this. That's. I mean, listen. Beyond the like, because people want to have historical arguments. Okay, that's all fine and dandy. We're talking about a label. Why would we accept this label? Why would I be like, yeah, I'm FBA? My grandma not FBA.
Yeah.
My great grandma wasn't FBA. They never called themselves FBA. We never heard of FBA. We don't know no FBA language. We don't know the FBA land. Stop this madness, y'all. This is like a. It's like a. I don't even understand. What is the argument again? What are they saying? What does make you FBA? What is that? What does that even?
They're saying that FBA, and so it started off as a grift for reparations, and it's saying that you are the foundational Black Americans, those who was instrumental in building the foundations of America from slavery, right? Now,
no, because you said foundational Black, so that's assuming. Yeah, okay, so foundational Black. See, that's what people that don't know names and dates. That's what niggas just talk in general.
Right.
So foundational Black. What about Christopher Atkins? Is he foundational Black? Was he British?
The guy just was on the phone.
American Revolution?
Yeah, the guy just was on the phone. He said they're all white FBAs.
No, Christopher Atkins was not white.
I'm just saying what the guy said. There's all sorts of
British.
FBAs.
He's the one that the whole American Revolution started over. He's the first body that was caught.
Right.
So is he FBA? I mean,
hey man, listen. At the end of the day,
FBA.
At the end,
is Nico the Moor, the first so-called black man? Is he FBA? I don't get it.
Well, at the end of the day, they'll change the rules every 3 months. So it might be he might be 3 months from now. You follow me? Well, bro, we're gonna do another show soon, probably later this week, probably Saturday or something if you're available.
Yes, sir. And I want to say this right here before we go part ways. Now they're lying, saying it didn't come from Tariq Nasheed.
Nah. Now they
I heard about 2 people come up there and say FBA doesn't. That's before Tariq Nasheed.
Yeah,
but that's a lie.
That's a total lie. And what
don't let them get.
What they trying to do
I'm
is
getting mad. Don't let them come.
What they trying to do is
lie.
What they trying to do
nobody
is attribute it to
nobody put them letters together until
Tariq
him.
Nasheed. Yeah, and that's why I want to get to some of these slides real quick, bro. I call you after the show. Let me get to these slides real quick. Yeah.
Yes,
so
sir.
Listen, family. Listen. At the end of the day, this is what it is. You follow me? At the end of the day, if Tariq Nasheed is not the leader, why is it within 24 hours of my video talking about the FBA first lady, why is Tariq responding? Huh? Now, I don't know why my mic keep dropping. Hold up. My mic keep dropping. I have no clue why. Man, we got another call. Good goodness gracious. Hold on. I'm ready. I might have to reset. My mic keep going down on me. All right, family, I got to get this call. Let me get this call. Peace, peace, family. Check.
Call from Jessica.
How you doing, Jessica? How you doing? You in the building? Please keep it clean. What's happening?
Yes.
You have to turn the background down.
I did. Can you hear me?
Yes. Keep it clean for me if you can, please.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So what you have to add to the conversation?
Okay, so the first gentleman that was talking, I feel like when you were stating that Tariq makes up the criteria, and I don't think that's true. All right, have you ever heard of Professor Sandy Darity? So it's like all of these scholars, all of these historic forensic, folks like Dr. Claude Anderson, this has already been in place. Tariq is just putting a spotlight on what our elders have already been saying for decades. Do you agree with that?
No. What I agree with is this. Tariq Nasheed has a track record, and it sounds like you're a proponent and a defender of Tariq Nasheed, which is fine, and we can have a respectful conversation with that. Now, when you look back at the track record of Tariq Nasheed, he has never done anything original that was completely his. He's always taken something that someone has already was doing, and he repackaged it and sold it back. He's always done that. He did that with his pimp books. Let me finish. He did that with his pimp books. He did that with his Hidden Color series. He did that with anything. He did that from the ADOS to the FBA movement. With anything he's ever done, he's always repackaged it and sold it back. And so when you say that it was those before them that illustrated or talked about these type of things and now he just taking it to another level, no. What he's doing is he's repackaging it as he's always done anything that he would sell to the public for selfish gain. That's what's going on. He's just repackaging. Yeah. Okay. Rebranding and repackaging for the hustle. It's a hustle.
But don't you have to admit Tariq is a businessman too, but don't business people do that? But besides that, what I'm trying to say is I'm in South Carolina, right? The bedrock, the ground zero for, things all like black, everything in the South. But what I'm saying is actually literally what I've seen on the ground here, Charleston, North Charleston, that has caused a groundswell of people rising up. We've been having reparation rally. People have been getting how do they say it, on code. And I think Tariq has sparked that. And even if we think it's a grift, I actually think that he's lighting a fire up under us because now we see. And I'm about I'm almost 40 and I haven't seen it this way, but as soon as you start opening your eyes to it, what he's saying about these other folks, it is happening in real time.
But
no matter how we look at it, no matter who's giving the message is there and we see it in real time.
Listen to me. It's not that it's let me tell you this. It's like saying black on black crime is a problem. And now we got to do something about it. Well, let's be clear. If you go to a European slum, there will be white on white crime and no one would ever mention it. So it doesn't. So the point. Let me finish. Because it's just a state of society and how things are moving. So just because you didn't see it before and Tariq pointed it out to you, that doesn't make him the hero. That makes you not knowledgeable of that thing that was around you.
Right.
It's been there.
And that's
hold up.
But I'm not.
Let me finish.
Let me
finish. The way that the preacher in the church remains on his high horse and proverbial Cadillac and his financial status is he has to speak in a language that the people can resonate with in order to make sure that he put insurance on his lifestyle. So just because someone make you aware of something, you actually branding the lifestyle. I mean, the lifestyle is branded by the way of you promoting it. And now all the resources go back. Now, when you talk about a reparations rally, what is a rally as relative to a bill? See, let me tell you this. Well, let me say this. Europeans, when they want something, the LGBT community, when they want something, they put in legislation. They don't do rallies.
Yeah, that's what we're doing. It's an alliance. I didn't mean to say rally.
So that's what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is, but what does that have to do with a FBA though? You could do that without the FBA. That the FBA is the brand that can be sold and that can be traded and bartered.
Yes, all of it can be traded and bartered. All of it. But what I'm saying is African American, that could be traded and bartered. White people, that could be traded and bartered. It's the same thing.
Give me an example.
All I am saying is...
Give me an example.
I'm sorry?
Give me an example how white people is traded and bartered. You
like
gonna make a T-shirt to say white people?
Yeah, like if I want to trademark the saying, white people. Or
no, I say
like
traded and bartered.
Somebody said... But I'm just... Can I make my point? Please?
Yeah, but I'm saying how can white people be traded and bartered?
I'm saying the words because you're saying black people, FBA can be traded and bartered, right?
No, listen. I want you to understand what I'm saying. There's one man that created the term, right?
But no, he didn't. No.
All right, show me FBA before Tariq Nasheed. Literally FBA.
Actually, it came from Native.
No. I say no. You're not listening. You're not being a good listener. I say show me FBA before Tariq Nasheed.
Would you feel better? Would you be better if we go by Native Black Americans?
No,
like
no. I don't feel better if a grift is in place. No. Listen what I'm saying. I'm asking you something very basic. You said it's been around. I'm saying show me FBA before Tariq Nasheed.
In real time, me.
No.
In real time,
okay, stop right there. Okay, stop right there. And now, now you talk about Native Black Americans. The Native Black American that Claude Anderson defined is a different definition than what Tariq defines for foundational Black American. Would you agree?
So what was Dr. Claude Anderson's definition?
Dr. Claude Anderson definition was those that was here before the slave trade and those that came in the slave trade, right? But listen to this. Tariq says that you can confuse Native with the Red Indian, and so he had to change it to foundational. That's out his own mouth. See, it's an FBA cook out there, don't even know the history. I know the history better than him. Tariq said he had to change it from what Claude Anderson said because he didn't want it to be confused with Native Indians. So Tariq did. Let me finish. Let me say. So Tariq did.
Don't you know they kicked back Natives out of? I'm in South Carolina. Don't you know that they kicked Black Native Americans that are Black out of these tribes?
I'm not getting emotional about this. I'm not getting emotional about it. What I'm saying is that I'm going to get to one point first. Did Tariq define the term?
Yes.
All right. That's all I'm asking. Now let's move forward. Now what you were saying what happened in North Carolina, South Carolina?
Man, I got to go. Thank you so much for letting me talk.
That's all I'm saying.
You have a good night.
Okay, you too. Peace and love. Look, so what I'm saying is that if the man defines the term, then he gives the criteria of what it stands for. That's it. That's all I'm saying. And if he gives the criteria of the term, then he's the leader of the term because he can change it at any given moment if he decide to. So he has the power to change and define it. When it first came out, it was like you have to be descended from like I don't even know what the 1527 is all about or whatever that is. Man, this is going to be a call-in show all night. Good goodness of grace. I ain't getting no slides.
Call from.
Vortex.
To accept, press 1.
Peace, 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 family. What it do? I know this ain't the Vortex, is it?
Yeah, this is the Vortex, man. Lex in the building. What's good?
Oh man, I never know what I'm getting when you call in, brother. Where you at? What we doing tonight, brother? What you got for me?
Well, you know, I'm FBA all day.
All right.
But
and make sense out of it.
I think people are gaslighting a lot, like they don't know what FBA is.
Right.
You know, I think people are tripping over the term and all, but y'all know what FBA is. I mean, you know, it's African Americans, but FBA is a little bit more defined, and we are Americans, we're not Africans, and I think it's a needed delineation now.
What
the people who got a problem with Tariq, you know, that's personal. You know what I'm saying? But you shouldn't attack your own tribe if you got a problem with Tariq. Tariq is not 43 million.
Hold up, brother.
Foundational
let me
black
respond.
Americans.
If you claim there's a tribe, there's got to be a chief now. Don't claim it's a tribe if you ain't got no chief. Every tribe has a chief. Who is the chief of the tribe you speak of?
Hey, I don't have a problem with Tariq being the chief.
Okay, no, I'm asking though. What is
Yeah, it's but you know, we don't have to follow the rules of the past or whatever that, like the structure that's supposed to be. FBA is just, all right, let me ask you this. If someone says they're Jamaican, there's nothing else you have to do to be Jamaican. It ain't, or what are you doing for your community, or what is that? No, they're Jamaican.
No.
FBA, hold on, bro. FBA are black Americans from the United States of America, and everyone knows who we're talking about. You don't have to do nothing. You don't need a leader.
Hold up,
We're
brother.
foundational black Americans,
brother. When you say Jamaican, you have a food that goes with it. You have a culture that goes with it. You even have a land that goes with it. You have everything that goes with it. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And hold up.
We have the same thing.
Let me finish. And Jamaicans, much of what they do in their culture traces back to West Africa, and they acknowledge that also. Even the Rasta movement traced themselves to Haile Selassie, who is the emperor of Ethiopia.
We're not a religion.
So let me listen to me. No. You use Jamaica as an example. And so when you say and use that as a comparison, then you have to level off the comparison. Yes, there are questions, brother. There are questions.
Okay,
because this came into existence in 2019 off the end of ADOS.
No. All right, hold on, brother. It didn't come into existence. It's been more clearly defined. But just like anybody else, we have our culture, we have our music, we have the way we talk, the way we move, the way we dress, and we have our lineage and our history.
Okay.
That's distinct. Hold on. That's distinct from other people that are labeled black. The black label has deceived us for so long when it's just we accepted everybody and included everyone black, and they had different political agendas. Y'all are gaslighting.
No, hold up, bro.
Get around that.
Hey, bro, you know you my man, so I want to rewind a little bit. You say we have this culture, we have all these things, etc. Who points out this? Is it organized and point out, or is it one person points out? How does this work? Where do we go?
Man, we know what our culture is. Hip hop is our culture.
Brother,
that's a part of our culture.
But that's ambiguous, brother.
We know how we move. Everything that we do, and basically American culture is foundational black culture.
Bro, listen to me.
I don't understand why you're going against your own tribe. Let me ask you this.
That's not my tribe, brother.
Are you a foundational black American, or are you like from the Caribbean or something like that?
I can trace myself back. I can trace my ancestors back to the slave trade here in America and even further back. But I don't describe myself as foundational black American.
I just want to be clear so I know,
So you are foundational black
No,
American.
I don't accept that term. That term
Well,
does
you
not
don't
describe
accept
me.
the term. You don't like the term, but
no,
that's what
because
I'm saying.
because that term does not define me.
I don't want to argue about you accepting the term. I just want to know: are you a foundational
No,
black American
no,
in terms of?
No, because it doesn't describe me. It doesn't describe me. My
All right.
history is way
But
before
you
America.
do recognize there's a group of people in America that's called black that is different and distinct from other groups in the diaspora.
No. This is a new. Hold up, brother. Let me finish.
Come on,
Let me
brother.
say. Listen to me. The term foundational black American, it is no different than descendants from a plantation.
No, that's wrong. That's not even what the term comes from, an ethnogenesis that includes more.
Listen to me.
See, Tariq, you got to be honest, bro.
Listen to me. I'm not Tariq.
Not just going
Listen
back,
to me. Listen to me.
To Harker.
Are we? What defines a FBA? One who was born and bred ancestrally from a plantation in America, right?
No. That's a part of it. If you pull up the flag, there's 3 stars on the flag that represents the ethnogenesis. One represents the black people who are already here, pre-Columbian times. Then the other star represents
all right, don't worry about it. I get what you're saying.
Hold on, brother.
Who made that up? Who came up with that? I'm
Hold
asking.
on, no. Before we get into who, because see, that's the problem.
I don't need all of that, though, bro. I get it. Who came up with that?
But hold on, but Tariq, we got to get that right.
My name is
you're
not
having
Tariq.
a conversation.
My name is Taharka.
I mean, my fault.
My name is Taharka,
Taharka,
brother.
you know, we're talking about this, and so you always mention Tariq. So,
hey, brother, listen to me. I'm
what
only
I'm saying,
asking
Taharka, is
who came up with it. That's it.
We gotta have an honest conversation,
bro. I'm asking you who came up with that.
With the flag?
Yeah, that you're
Tariq.
describing, and who made the description of it?
Well, no, the description has always been there.
No.
We know. Hold up, brother. Wait,
brother, you're being disingenuous. You're being disingenuous.
No, I'm not. I'm going to explain it. When you talk about African Americans, that term that people have been using, we know that it's basically a mixture of black.
Hey, brother, you're filibustering now. I'm only asking about the flag, bro.
No, I'm not, bro.
If we can't let's deal with the flag first.
I'm dealing with the flag, but you don't want it to be explained for some reason. I don't understand.
No. Listen. I want to get to the bottom of it. You know what I mean? The bottom of it is. Listen. If Tariq created the flag, right, and then he defined the flag, right, you can't say that it predates Tariq. You can say the principle can predate, but you can't say it predates Tariq.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's just like I could take something and I could take it and give it another name. All right, you can say that he's coined the term, but what it is, it hasn't changed. What it is, what an African American, without the term African on it, foundation of Black American, what we are has not changed because Tariq coined the term. Y'all have a problem with the who not the what.
No.
That's what's going on.
No. All right, let me show you what the problem is, and I hope you can hear me. This is the problem. In our community, we have been fighting to get out of oppression since 1865. We've been fighting to get out of oppression, right? And the oppression always take on a new variable. It continues to take on a new variable over and over and over again. And so when one says it's imperative that we delineate, I want to ask you now, before I finish my statement, what do you mean delineate? When you say that?
We mean separate ourselves as our own unique tribe from other groups that have been tethering, and not only tethering, but, getting just like the hip hop conversation and things that happen politically. Like, you know, just like if some dude that's melanated goes up and blows up Walmart, you can't just say he's black no more and accept FBAs and expect us to eat that when it's negative. You see what I'm saying?
All right. So listen.
But hold on, brother.
No, because I don't want you to veer off because I want to respond to that.
I'm not veering off, but I want to deal with the delineation. So,
okay.
So, because here's where the gaslighting comes in, because people are saying FBA is being divisive. No, stop gaslighting. FBA has been the most inclusive. It was the other groups that were being divisive. FBA is just saying now, okay, I see how it is. We're gonna just concentrate on our own interests. And since you want to be disrespectful, then do your own thing.
Let me
Why
ask.
do people have a problem with that?
Okay. Nobody has a problem with that, brother. Where is the FBA community at? Where do you live at?
All over America.
No. I asked you specifically,
bro. You're FBA,
only answer the question. Where is the FBA community at? Where they're delineating? Because where I come from, let me finish. You said delineating. Bro, listen to me.
But it's not a community.
Bro, you're not listening. You just said delineating means separating yourself and making yourself distinctive. And so I'm asking you, where is the community that claim to be separating?
That's what I'm telling you. You're asking the question, but you don't want the answer because it's like...
So it's not delineating.
Gaslighting. Hold on. It's a little bit of gaslighting. There is no... You're FBA, bro.
No.
FBA.
Listen,
so
are you delineating or not?
Yes, we are.
And what does that mean?
That means that we're FBA and everybody else is what they are. So in whatever.
But we always been different from everybody else.
No, but we haven't delineated though.
Okay,
because listen, when
give me the exact step-by-step delineation process.
And you see it going on now. That's why people are losing their minds.
Brother, you're not saying it. Brother, listen to me. I'm asking you again. Give me the step-by-step delineation process. Give it to me.
Why do you need a step-by-step delineation process?
If it's going on right now, then we should be able to describe it. Show me what it means.
What you see going on is FBA's Foundational Black Americans, whenever there's an issue that arises that has to do with our culture and our politics, we stand up for our.
Give me an example. Give me an example in real time.
The hip hop conversation.
That was created by Tariq, brother.
Hold on, bro. Tahanka, you gotta let me get it out, bro. If you wanna.
Bro, he talking. Somebody, you saying let you speak, but you talking in circles.
All right, hold on. So listen, the reparations conversation. We had just like. When you had remember what happened in California when the Black Caucus struck down the reparations bill in California? Go look at those people that sit on that, and you'll find out a lot of them are Caribbean.
Bro, right? Listen to me. Bro,
see?
No, listen,
hold on,
bro. You're long-winded. You're long-winded. Listen to what I'm saying. I'm asking you.
Bro,
no. Bro, listen to what you're saying. You're saying that, brother, you're saying that hip hop is that conversation. And I'm telling you that Tariq created Tariq created the conversation to sell a DVD, brother. Stop it.
No, that conversation started, this conversation about hip hop.
Tariq hijacked the conversation to sell a DVD, brother.
Bro, Tahanka, I know you want to always get back to Tariq.
Because he created it.
Bro. All right, but what I'm saying is that hip-hop conversation did not start with Tariq, bro. That's a conversation.
Bro, you're not hearing what I'm saying.
And what I'm, hold on.
Man, I got to let you go, bro, because we never going to get to the end of it because you're talking in circles. You're talking in circles. Listen to what I'm trying to say. The reason why I have to bring up Tariq is because the hip hop conversation was going on. It was a whole documentary that was named The Hidden History of Hip Hop that Tariq hijacked. And because he has a little bit more subscribers, he has a little bit more influence, it became a thing under Tariq Nasheed. So yes, it was a conversation before, but let me finish. But ultimately, it was a cash-in conversation created by Tariq Nasheed, not a conversation created by Tariq Nasheed just to have the conversation. The conversation been going on.
This. Who created hip hop?
I believe it was a contribution of all cultures in the Bronx. Absolutely.
See, come on, bro.
That's what
that's why.
So
see,
what? It don't
bro.
matter to me. I don't get paid from hip hop. It don't matter.
Hold on. To Harkin, bro. I'm just conversating with you, bro. Like,
bro, listen to me. I don't find that
as
great significance, brother. That is not something that I find of great significance. But
I get you don't find it great significance, but it is of great significance because that conversation.
What does that do for you?
Hold on. The way that conversation goes into other conversations. The fact is, why would people try to undermine us knowing that we created hip-hop, bro? There's no question about that. And hip-hop is in the Olympics now.
Okay,
That's
listen.
why they do. Bro, hold on. You gotta understand.
Okay, stop for a minute.
They're trying to steal our legacy, bro.
All right, okay, listen. Okay, listen. Why, before you worry about them taking hip-hop legacy, why didn't you go fight against the ones that took the legacy of the elevator, that took the legacy of the traffic light? Because those are not popular conversations.
FBA talk about that
listen
all
to me.
the time.
Hold up. Why? No, listen to what I'm saying. Why is it that these conversations that is a guaranteed check, so to say, is they are the most prevalent conversations? Because guess what? It's not about if we created hip hop. It's not about if we own hip hop or not. What it's about is cashing out, brother. If you really care that much about hip hop, you would say, let's stop all this killing in hip hop. Hold up. Let's stop promoting the dope dealing in hip hop. If we own hip hop, if we created hip hop, let's stop talking about dope dealing. Let's stop talking about killing. Let's stop talking about popping pills. Y'all ain't dressing that. So it's disingenuous, bro.
Bro, there's 43 million.
No.
What do you mean ain't nobody?
You're not addressing that.
We are addressing it. Many people address that. That's not a requirement.
You're not addressing that. You're trying to address that you're the foundation of hip hop, but you ain't cleaning up hip hop. That's backwards.
Who ain't cleaning up hip hop? Are you cleaning it up?
No, because no. Guess why? Guess why?
You won't let. Bro, what I'm trying to say is you're splitting hairs.
No, I'm not, brother. I'm not, brother. If you say you love hip hop, then the first thing you do is clean it up. If you own a house, you don't keep talking about I own a house. You go clean the house up.
With you about cleaning up hip hop, but you're deflecting.
No, I'm not deflecting, bro.
You're
talking in circles, bro.
Nothing else. And all FBA.
I got to get another call.
Worried about who created
You just want to talk in
circles.
You want to talk in circles, brother. I can't talk in circles with you, brother, because this going to be another. I respect you, but this is going to be another ending conversation, brother. I got to let you go on that note. I got to let you go because I only got an hour. I got to let him go because it's going to be another ending conversation. It's not going to go anywhere. The point that I'm making is this. If you want to debate me, Lex, let's get a time and let's get somebody that can hold time or something. Let's get, hey, Lex, hit me up. Somebody put my email in there. So he can debate me and we'll have a moderator and all that, because it's just a waste of time. He's just going to talk in the circles and I don't want to keep trying to cut him off. We'll have a moderator and we can debate, and it is what it is. You know what I mean? Because this is silly at this point. Because if I ask him, he trying to explain the flag and I'm saying, who created the flag? You know what I'm saying? And then he start talking about hip-hop, but all we got in hip-hop is killing. All we got in hip-hop is tricking. All we got in hip-hop is smut, disrespect women, disrespecting the community, and all of this. But you're so worried about who created hip-hop, but you not have no interest in cleaning up hip-hop. The documentary should have been about how to clean up hip-hop as opposed to who created hip-hop. Listen, you got more hip hop artists dying from murder and drug overdose, but you're still talking about who created hip hop? That's a goofy argument. You got women that's now bringing out all of these charges about being taken advantage of in the circles of hip hop, but no one steps to clean up hip hop. But now you want me to say, yeah, we created. Okay, once you say that you created hip hop, then what's next? This is why this is a straw man, goofy argument. Because once you say you create hip hop, the question is, what comes next? What next? Suppose the whole world agree. Suppose the whole world agree that so-called black people, FBAs, whatever, created hip hop. Now what? It's a straw man argument. It's goofy at best. It's goofy. Danny said I'm moving the goalpost. I'm not moving the goalpost. I'm saying it doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense to have these arguments. It's stupid. We need to have a debate.
Call from
Donald.
What's going on, Donald? How you doing, brother?
Hey, how you doing, Elder? Can you hear me better now? My bad. I had my earpieces was messed up.
Oh, you good, brother? Don't be too long, but I ain't even get to do my show tonight.
Hey, you doing a good job though, brother. You know, you keeping us interested. You bringing up good points. You FBA as well, or what they call FBA?
Listen though. I don't let nobody define me. My ancestors define me. My ancestors
Amen.
Who got it from the soil define me. I don't let somebody come along. I'm 52. I'll be 52 years old this year, and now I'm not being somebody flunky and subscribe to something that just was packaged up a few years ago. No, my ancestors are an ancient people, and it says in the Bible, whether people believe it or not, do not remove the landmark that was placed by your ancestors. The interpretation of that, always remember your history as far as back as you can go. I refuse to stop at a plantation. I refuse to stop at the Civil War. My ancestors go way back, and my greatness go way back before that. Although I do recognize the unique experience that we have in America, but that is not going to have me arguing with my brothers that has been colonized and my brothers that been enslaved in other parts of the world. No.
And that's understandable, brother. But let's just keep it real. The world don't want to call us by our real name. So in the meantime, we call ourselves.
I don't care about the world. I know what my ancestors called me.
We just saying for just to have conversation, just so people can be on the same point. We know we're not foundational Black Americans, but we're just trying to set a narrative, we trying to set a distinction. We trying to be called from among even our own groups. What we saying is what y'all did to us. What the world did not only to us, but the world did to y'all. They're gonna have to stand on it.
Okay, hey brother. When you say what the world has done, let's have a good conversation. I wish I had the link.
Sir.
Would you say what the world has done, and you say we're going to stand on it? Can you, like I was trying to get to Lex Vortex, show me exactly what that means?
First of all,
what that look like. I mean to say.
Okay, I'm gonna show you what it looked like. White Jesus walking around here, then went across the whole world, lied to everybody, started a whole nation. Everybody believed one other thing. When the real people of the Lord is right here, starving, all across the world going through it. And everybody want to play dumb. We can't call ourselves Negroes like Crip Jesus said. 1 year we was Negro. 1 year we was Black Americans. The real truth is they don't want to call us by our real name. So since y'all don't want to call us by our real name, with the evidence thereof, which is history, it shows exactly what we went through as a people around the world. Just specifically what we went through in America. We can all read about it, bro. Our ancestors read about it. It was the first liberation of our people when we first started getting the Bible and started reading the Bible. That's when freedom first started happening for Black Americans. So
bro, listen to me.
As long as the world want to act like they don't want to act like Jesus is who he is and the children of Israel are who they are, because everybody want to put all that money and all that killing that's going on in the Holy Land right now. Because what you just mentioned, don't miss the landmark. That's our land, bro. That's where we come from. But since we over here in America, everybody want to play dumb. We got to be black. Well, these are by names. When we read the Bible says you will be called by names. Black, FBA, Negro, all those are bywords. We know who we are. But since everybody want to play dumb, we got to give you a dumb answer. For right now, we FBAs.
So,
the real truth
you're
is
saying you're saying that FBA is a dumb answer.
No, what I'm telling you,
That's
any
what you
name.
just said.
Okay, I am saying that, brother. But the reason why people getting a dumb answer because people don't want to accept the truth. Y'all don't want to call us Judah. Y'all don't want to call us by our real name.
But listen to me, brother.
Go ahead.
Grandma always said it's not what they call you, it's what you call yourself and how you identify yourself. You don't give yourself a dumb name just because people don't recognize your real name, brother.
Now understand that. Now what you said, brother, you have a point.
Why would you if you believe that you are of the tribe of Judah, why would you accept a lower vibration name when Judah is truly a more higher vibration because someone won't call you of the tribe of Judah? Bro, that's backwards.
Okay, the reason why we kind of accepted that and not so much accepted because a lot of foundational black Americans, a lot of black people in America, original black people, we don't even like the term black because when we look at the definition of black, it means absence of light, and that's not what we are.
Why are you
know what I mean?
that though, brother?
It's not that we accepting, it's that when we got to fill out a job application and just to get a job, we got to check black.
It's
conditioning, bro.
I don't check.
Oh, that's fine. I understand that, Elder, but what I'm saying is it's called conditioning, bro. It's just a condition that we in. They use Foundation Black of America so we can have a conversation because nobody want to say the truth. Brother, so why y'all don't want to? Go ahead.
But I'm saying, though, brother, that's compromising. That's what you're doing. That's called compromising. And you got to stop compromising. No, you stand, brother.
Who are we? Who are we? Because we can't call us by two confidence. Who are black Americans?
Listen, brother.
Who are we?
Listen to me. Listen to me.
Right.
I subscribe to the Moorish ideal, identity, and history. But let me finish though, brother. We are many things. We're just not one thing. You understand what I'm saying? So if Hebrew resonate with you, then that should be fine. Let me finish. If more resonate with me, that should be fine. We all different tribes of the same branches of the same tree. But never redefine something that is ancient for something that is modern.
That's agreeable.
You should never exchange that. If you relate to ancient Kemet, then you subscribe to that culture. But never take something modern and throw away something ancient. Because
that's real. Now let me say this.
Because the ancients was very, very, way more spiritual than us. They were way more adept than us. They got off the path, and that's the path we need to turn back to.
Amen. But let me just say this. I met some Moorish Shrine brothers by the name of Bobby Bay, and I remember his words to this day. When I asked him, because I went through a certain experience, and some led me to the Moorish Shrine Temple, and I asked the brothers, are we Judah? And the brother said yes. So at the end of the day, even what you prescribe to, tell the truth. It's just the world don't want to accept the truth.
Why are you so worried about the world, brother? You can't worry about the world.
Me personally, I just don't want to get on this. I don't want to get on here and have y'all feeling like, oh, he one of them
no, you're good.
Black Hebrew Israelites, because it's a misunderstanding, bro.
No, bro,
it's a big misunderstanding.
Bro, you supposed to stand on truth in the midst of all opposition. You should never be flexible. If you are subscribing to be a Hebrew Israelite, connected to the people of the Bible that is described as a divine people, there's no way you should drop that flag for this made-up flag in 2019. You have lost your mind.
And I don't think nobody is going to really, I don't think nobody going to do that. Nobody about to give up their heritage for no foundation, no black America.
That's my whole point.
I just think it was just used for, it was just used so we can separate the rest of the people out here playing games.
It's an internet thing, bro. It's an internet thing. Let's be honest. It's on the internet. That's it.
So you got children, Elder?
Absolutely.
Okay, so when they fill out their job applications, you tell them don't check black either?
No. My older children, they do whatever they want to do. You know what I'm saying? I've taught them right now, but I can't say I went over and reviewed their application. But my younger children under my care, I handle that. Okay. And now if they get older and they decide to subscribe to something else, that's their choice.
I understand that, Elder, but you gotta understand the Jim Crow where you had to put something where you could. These people made it so we had to lie about.
No,
some
we
stuff.
never
And it
had
was
to, bro. Why do we always think that we're compelled and we have to do something? We don't have to do anything. That's a slave mind. A slave mind tells us that if they put this down, we only got this option to check. You
Okay,
can
let me ask you a question. Elder. Who made us a slave?
What do you say? Who made us the slave?
Who made us a slave? Yeah, who made us a slave?
Slavery was a political thing, brother. It was a political thing, and it's not no one person. The slavery started with the Pope coming out of Ferdinand and Isabella. That's a whole nother story. But it's a political thing.
Let me just say this. That's the point I was making. The point that I was making is, like you said, the Pope. The Pope is a man, right? So you saying a man made us a slave, right?
No, he didn't make us a slave. He sanctioned it, and yes,
okay,
absolutely.
Okay. So the Pope, right? And I'm gonna tell you right now, the Pope think God did it. So as long as God did it, you know what I'm saying? God the one sent the people over there to capture us because we don't know.
Pope ain't God,
we don't
brother.
Know.
You said the Pope is God.
No, I said that God said that He will send the eagle to come capture you, to come capture us. And if we go look what the eagle, what nations represent the eagle. Clearly, the eagle done captured a certain type of people, and it's us.
Absolutely.
So
okay. I can agree with that. Brother. But listen to me. Listen to me.
Go ahead,
listen
brother.
to me.
I'm trying to make my point. Go ahead.
You have the power to change the narrative. You don't have to be flexible and say, I'm going to take a lower vibration thing because nobody accept what I subscribe to. How many people don't accept Moorish? But that ain't gonna change me. That's like a Chinese people say, well, y'all don't accept me as being Chinese, so I'm gonna be foundational yellow Americans.
Okay, now what I want to say is this, sir. No white man can set us free. No black man can set us free. Only person that can set black Americans free is the Lord. The same one who put us to the white man been said we was free for a long time.
Brother, you are the
and
Lord. You are the Lord. You got to set yourself free.
And this is also what I want to say.
You are the Lord, brother. Hold up. Let me get this point across. You are the Lord that's going to set you free, brother. Because when you go for that job application and you got a choice between black, white, Afro-American, and your thing ain't on there, then you either walk out and create your job and you have confidence in the quote-unquote Lord that is going to come, that is going to be a reality, or you continue to beg for the crumbs that fall from the master's table.
All right, now I just want to say this. Now, a wise person will go ahead and do what the Lord say, which is obey the laws of the land. While you over here in the land of the Gentiles, do right, and I got your back. Just do right, be strong and of a good courage,
Brother,
and I'm going to have your back.
You can create your own job. You don't have to accept the label.
That's not what I'm saying, brother. What I'm saying is the Lord, the one that put us under this for a punishment. You either going to accept your punishment and do what he said, or you going to rebel and not do what he said. Under obedient servant, an obedient person, somebody who going to be obedient to what his word said, which means you're going to follow the laws of the land. You can go ahead and do right. You're going to get a job. You're going to treat your neighbors right to your best ability. When somebody slap your cheek, you're going to turn the other. It's a hard thing to do.
But listen to me, brother. Listen to me, brother. Since you want to speak about the Lord, and I'm hoping that you're referring to Jesus, right? Jesus said,
"Amen.
What I've done, all men will do, and even greater things." Brother, you got to do greater things than what Jesus done, and these interpretations that you have are very far left. They very far left. What I'm telling you is that you have to create your own condition, brother. You cannot say, I'm going to obey the slave master because the Lord says he's going to put the eagle over you. No, bro, you have to become the eagle now. You have to embody the power of the eagle, the sight of the eagle, the range of the eagle. You have to become the eagle now, brother. You can't let somebody be over you like that.
Yeah. And I understand. I'm not letting nobody be over me right now. But I do understand repenting, and I do understand getting right, and I do understand I'm in trouble, and I inherited sin from my ancestors because they don't know how to act. And I can watch my people still can't act to this day, still breaking the same laws. I can repent, bro. That's all. Listen to me. It's just for a moment of time, because the same places where they say you not my people, they don't know your name. It's gonna be the same places they gonna say, oh, you is this people, and we know your name. Your name is this. But since people want to play games, so what I'm saying is out of mankind, it's out of our hands, bro.
No. Listen to me. You said that our ancestors did something that we're paying for. Is that correct?
That's how you born in sin.
Okay. Do you have a will to choose?
Do I have a will to choose?
Yeah.
All right, what kind of okay? You know what?
Okay. Let me just make the statement. Let me make the statement.
Go ahead.
If your ancestors made choices that trickle down and now you suffer for them, why not you make the choices that will trickle down so your future will not suffer for your mistakes?
And I'm gonna tell you right now,
just make better choices than your ancestors.
Yeah, and according from my understanding, those are the choices that we're going to make. That's what he said we're going to do in these last days. We're going to get it right. So that's what we're going to do. You got to understand oppression. You got to understand slavery. So when you become a chance to be a leader, you don't make the same mistakes.
No, I got you. What I'm saying is you recognize that you are the children of Israel. But now
I recognize. Yeah, go ahead. I recognize Israel's my granddad. The people are my family, my family members. I understand that Jesus Christ is the king, and as well my family members, and ain't dead and sitting here watching us right now on the phone. Look, while we over here trying to discuss something. That's what I understand. This is
a good bill.
I understand. I serve the living God.
Listen,
my family. We are who we are, and we can't do nothing about that. And we serving the sentence for what our ancestors did to our Messiah. What our ancestors did with God, with the word of God itself. Why we in trouble? To set an example for the Gentiles that are doing the exact same things that we messed up on. They're going to get in trouble too in a minute.
Brother.
Am I still in line?
Yeah. But brother, do you believe that you have the power to change your condition by the actions that you take? Do you believe that?
Now, it clearly say right in the scriptures that no man can save you. So
no.
Do I have the power? Do I have the power to save myself? No. Do I have the power to obey the laws of the land, get a job, work right, or respect my neighbor, do what he asked me to do? I have the power to do that because people got the power to do that now. They choose not to. They choose to sell dope. They choose to pimp. They choose to Diddy. They choose to Jay-Z.
Bro, you keep on talking about people. I'm talking about you. You have the will to choose. You got to focus on you first. Go inside of you first before you start talking about Diddy and pimping and all that.
Other people doing my job, bro. I'm working. I'm doing what I'm telling you. What you're supposed to do is what I am doing currently. I have a job. I work. I respect my neighbor. I'm not worried about the white man did this to me and the black man did this to me because I understand that's not really what happened. I'm not about to let nobody confuse me.
Let me ask you a question before I let you go. When you look at the book of Matthew, right? And Jesus talks about his genealogy, right? And he starts with the son of Abraham, the son of and it takes his genealogy all the way back to God, right?
Yes.
Why would a person of that persuasion, religious persuasion, would deny trying to trace themselves back to God and stop at an FBA term that was made up a few years ago? That doesn't make sense, brother.
And I just agree, and I agree with you, brother, that's not, to me, that's not where the buck stops. But for a conversation piece, I can see it is being used in the act of wisdom,
But what would Jesus do? Would Jesus deny that he was descendant of Abraham, or would he deny he was descendant of Abraham for a new term? Let me ask you. No.
I don't think so.
Before I go, would Jesus say, forget the descendancy all the way back to Adam, that I'm a foundational Nazarite? Would he say that? Brother, you know he wouldn't say that. He wouldn't say that.
Okay, I understand what you're saying, brother. But what I'm trying to tell you is, even though, because right now you send another narrative, even though foundational Black Americans... But what I'm saying is, even though foundational Black Americans say they ain't foundational Black Americans, a lot of them still believe that they are the children of Israel. It's just they don't bring up that part because we talking politics.
So now,
you ain't supposed to bring religion and God in politics.
So who says that though? Who says that?
I'm just saying.
Where did you get that from? Where did you get that from,
bro?
That's a European. That's a European narrative. That's a European narrative.
All right.
Our ancestors' politics was religious, and this is why Herod, the king of Israel at the time, or whatever you want to choose to call them at that time, wanted to kill all the babies because they knew that one was born, and he thought that the one was born was going to take his political position as the king. But Jesus said he don't want no earthly throne. His is a heavenly throne. And so in our ancestry, politics and religion always intertwine. Only in a European culture, do they try to separate, or they try to convince people to separate church from religion. But every Christmas that just passed, there's a big old Christmas tree in the middle of the White House lawn.
Yeah. So I'm gonna get off the phone with you,
trickery,
sir.
brother.
I'm going. Yeah. All right. Well, that's pretty much all I wanted to say. I understand where you coming from, so I hope you understand where we coming from. Like, I'm not totally backing FBA. I'm just saying so people can.
Oh, my bad. I made a mistake. I don't know why my volume keep going up and down. I got to check that. All of a sudden, my volume keep going back up and down. Now, if Lex Vortex want to debate me, Lex, please send me an email. Listen, family, the only reason I dropped Lex call, because we was gonna go in the circles, family. If me and Lex have to talk, we need a moderator. We need a moderator that he can talk, and then I can talk, and then we go from there. I don't think it'll be productive to talk to somebody like Lex, because once he start talking about the flag, the next thing you know, he start talking about the one star mean this and the one, and I didn't need all of that information. I'm just saying who created the flag and who defined it. Who told you what the star mean? Who told you what number 2 star mean? Who told you? Like, I don't think we would have got anywhere with that conversation, because anything that I say, he's gonna try to veer off into another direction. My only position is that this was created as a grift. That's my whole thing. And for Lex Vortex to be one of the proponents of Christianity, you know what I'm saying? And I would present him with the same thing. Would Jesus say, you know what? Forget this Israelite stuff that goes all the way back to Adam. Forget that. I'm a foundational Nazarite. Oh, I'm a foundational, let's not even say Nazarite, because Nazarite is an order and it goes back to the way back. But let's just say I'm a foundational Palestinian. Would Jesus say that? Jesus wouldn't say that. Jesus wouldn't say that. I'm a foundational Roman. He's not going to skip all of that history. I mean, he said, he's not come to change the law, but to fulfill the law. And not a jot nor tittle will be removed from the law. Heaven and earth would pass first. In other words, the historical context in which he was bringing a message from the law of Moses that wasn't going to change. So there's no way that he would deny that. And for Lex Vortex claimed Christianity as hard as he have claimed it over the years, and then just skip over that to say I'm FBA, it sounds crazy. And that's with all due respect. It just sounds crazy. I mean, you can't skip over that which supersedes that. I mean, it's just crazy. It's just crazy to me. I mean, new labels come tomorrow. I say, descendants from a plantation. I say, isn't that the same thing as FBA? He said, no. That's exactly the same thing. You're saying that you descended from a plantation and you don't want to accept anything else. It's only about those who came from a plantation. Well, I'm not teaching my children their history start at the Civil War or a plantation. That ain't what I'm going to do. But if Lex Vortex want to debate me on the legitimacy of FBI, yep. If you want to debate me on the legitimacy of it, then he's welcome to come. And one thing that I do know about Lex, he's always disagreeing with, I remember he was disagreeing with Pan-Africanism before anybody else was. You know what I'm saying? And it seemed like he had a very terrible misunderstanding of what Pan-African was about. You know what I'm saying? A gross misunderstanding. And most people get their information from the internet. You know what I mean? Most people get their information from the internet that make these straw man arguments. You know what I'm saying? But when you go on the streets, like I think a brother was in here earlier saying, man, you go to somebody on the street, nobody know what the FBA is. And I'm going to tell you, FBA does sound and it resonates like a good term, but it's supposed to. It wouldn't be able to sell if it didn't. You know what I mean? It wouldn't be able to sell. It got to sound good. The preacher got to sound good. The preacher ain't going to try to sell you something that doesn't resonate with you. He going to sell you something that resonate with you. That's just how it works. Family, I ain't even get to none of my slides tonight. I guess I got to do it tomorrow night. But I'm going to name this. Anybody got a title for this show? Anybody got a title for this show? I got to rename this now. I got to do, let me see. I got to rename this. Let me see. What am I going to rename this? Anybody give me some. The Crazy FBA Call-In Show. Foundational Black Romans. Trying to convince goofballs. Some people say it sounds better than African American. I mean, listen, when somebody label you something, none of that stuff sounds good. Like one thing you can say about African American, it associates two different land masses. FBA, FBI, like, come on. You haven't heard nobody in history describe themselves with, sounds like a whole adjective. The descendants from a plantation. That's what you might as well say. I'm a part of the descendants from a plantation. Might as well. Like, what's the difference? What's the difference? We come from Africa, so that would be more accurate lineage than FBA. Yeah, African American would be more accurate, whether people like it, accept it, or not. Now, is it right and exact? Absolutely not, because Africa is a continent. But it would put you in the neighborhood. You follow me? This was a long show tonight. I got to go live tomorrow, man. So let me get my rest tonight. And we go. Y'all gonna be here tomorrow? Man, I had a bunch of slides. I couldn't even get them in. Good goodness gracious. Had me arguing with Lex Vortex. I'm scared to pick up the phone with Lex Vortex. Man, he was coming with some stuff, man. Hey, man, good goodness gracious. He was coming with some crazy, like he was making good. He sound real good to a Nasheedite, but he kept going out of the context in which he would say something. Lex, man, he sat down, man. Good goodness gracious. I got to get him on here for a debate, man. I got to see if I got his,
If this was another genre like entertainment news, would have millions and millions of views. This is a masterpiece. This man.
I know people from Alabama from the year of 86. I even know the cop that locked you up in Major. I know who got you the ticket and flew you to LA. I know the facility they trained you in. Please don't make a say. One more cheap shot, I'll expose it all. I know the relationship between your mom and pa. I know your father abandoned you and Miss Shirley took you in. All the tears behind the grin can't wash away the sin. They used you at 17 and they using you at 56. They used you in that state when they got all them bricks. Is it all worth it living in fear? Looking over your shoulder every day of the year. You built a prison around yourself for you and your fam. And if I'm forced to expose you, everyone would get jammed. You built a prison around yourself for you and your fam. And if I'm forced to expose you, everyone would get jammed. You built a prison around yourself for you and your fam. And if I'm forced to expose you, everyone would get jammed. You built a prison around yourself for you and your fam. And if I'm forced to expose you, everyone would get jammed. We know about Peanut and her deepest fears. We know why you try to hide a name for years. We know she FBA, but it gets much worse. We know when you met, and we know her date of birth. You done broke the bear, so may as well pay up. All them sleepless nights, popping pills will still stay up. We can make this easy or we can make hard. Cut the the check and we can disregard. If not, you can expect to hear your darkest secrets. And I got the receipts to back up what I'm speaking. You built a prison around yourself for you and your family. And if I'm forced to expose you, everyone would get jammed. You built a prison around yourself for you and your family. And if I'm forced to expose you, everyone would get jammed. You built a prison around yourself for you and your family. And if I'm forced to expose you, everyone would get jammed. You built a prison around yourself for you and your family. And if I'm forced to expose you, everyone would get jammed.